You see, in life, you have to play the numbers game, okay? And that means that when somebody's really into you, honestly, if you really think about it, there's usually no effort. It happens naturally. How the hell do you think most people got together? You think you think Father Alex was in Jesus' time? Like, no, right? People usually went after things that were easy. And unfortunately, you have to play the numbers game. Only chase after people who make it easy for you. And this is why. There's something called Pyrrhic victories. Pyrrhic victories are victories that tend to come with unintended consequences, tend to come with hidden cost, right? That means that maybe in order to get this person, you have to lower yourself, you have to break your rules, you have to go against your values, you have to betray somebody else, right? You have to ruin your life for their cause. Those people that you're not aware of the consequences of attaining them are Pyrrhic victories, where in the long run, you end up losing. You can either, in those situations, what you have to do is learn how to recognize those types of people. And one of the ways you recognize it is that it's usually really difficult to get them. And once you have them, it costs a lot to keep them. Like, that's really the source of Pyrrhic victories. It takes a lot of effort to get them, and even more effort to maintain them. And the problem with that is that you're encountering those situations simply because you just don't know your limits. Your ego is involved, and you're trying to punch above your weight because your ego just cannot take that. Don't fall for the ego's trap of wanting what doesn't want you back. It's a healthy ego. It's a type of ego that's able to laugh at somebody that doesn't want them and walk away without looking back. So that's the first thing, is avoiding the situations that comes with too much effort from the beginning and even once you attain them. By the way, check out my new channel, Professor Alex. It's a channel that I created where I talk about spirituality, self-help, and topics like the ones you see here. It's completely different from the men's channel. So click on that right now, and there you'll be able to get 3 or 4 videos per week that you will never find on this channel. Okay, subscribe right now or else I'm closing it. Right? Now, the next thing about making no effort is, which is the most important, fight on your term. Fight in your own terrain. Don't go to their own terrain like Napoleon did when he fought the Russians. He got lured into chasing the Russians with his army, and eventually, through the law of attrition, he lost. He never even fought them. He just lost because he couldn't catch up to them. And Russia is so vast that you can't have a line of supply, especially in a place that doesn't even want to help you. So fight on your term. Dictate the battles. Don't fight in their terrain. Don't fight against their strength with your weaknesses. So that means this: if you're dating someone and they rely and they have a lot of people chasing after them, and it's actually a thing that you could see. For example, if I'm trying to chase a girl and she works at her job, and every time she invites me on a group setting, and then I have to fight for her attention, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna fight. You're gonna have to fight on my terms. If you want to meet me, you're gonna meet me at a coffee shop. You're gonna meet me at a restaurant where me and you can talk one-on-one. Or even I'm trying to go out with you, and you're saying, "Hey, let's just be friends." I'm not doing that either. I'm gonna have to fight on your. Now I'm gonna have to try to win you over under the label of being friends. No, if you look, I want to date. I want to go out on a date with you. That's the dynamic that I want. If you don't want those dynamics, I'm not gonna fight on your terms. So that means if they tell you they don't want a relationship and you want a relationship, don't fight that battle. If they tell you that they just want something casual, that they just want a relationship and you want something casual, well, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like that's putting the battle on your turn, because now you're not fighting for their attention. Now you've isolated them. But most of the victories in any type of war is done before you even get there. It's making sure that you are fighting on a terrain of your choice. Making sure that that things are always in your advantage. So that means that, for example, a lot of people require your presence to manipulate you. That's an example, right? They require you to live with them, as another example, for them to abuse you and to hurt you. So what do? You move out. So what do? You don't give them your presence. So what do? Maybe you create space for a few days or even weeks where you're able to get in touch with, you're able to touch grass, gain different points of views, and now you remove the advantage that they have, which is usually closeness, in order to manipulate you. Right? Or maybe they try to compare you to somebody else and try to pin you against somebody else, right? And so what you do, you either start mirroring them, which is a way to counteract that, or you completely pull away and don't let them, and don't give them the opportunity to compare you. So you strip them of that power, right? So you fight with your strengths, not with your weaknesses. You hit them with your strength. You hit their weaknesses with your strength. And usually most people's weaknesses is just impatience. I'm not even gonna lie. Most people's primary weakness, impatience.